crocheters, I'm Cassina, and today we will be learning how to crochet a frog. In this process of making a frog, you will need to know the following terms. You will need to know slip knot, chain, single crochet, and slip stitch. And by the way, I'll be posting videos once a week, so stay tuned. Now, let's crochet. So before we start, the materials you'll be needing is a hook, and in this video I'll be using my usual 4mm hook. The yarn is 5mm, pair of scissors, and yarn needle. In order to do a frog, what we will be doing first is a slip knot. So if you don't know how to do a slip knot, make sure to watch my other video on how to do it because it helps you in depth. But what we're going to do is you're going to grab the small part of the yarn, face it towards you, do a whole 360, it comes back to you, be putting it this way, and you'll pull it over again on this side of your hand, and I'll be crocheting with the right hand. You're going to get the yarn towards your hand, pull it and tie. So again, you'll be going like this, doing a whole 360 over and pull through. Or you can just do a simple knot. And you're going to get the small side and you're going to pull it to make it not as tight but a little loose, like this. So now we are going to chain. We are going to be chaining 8. So 1. So wrap around, replace, make sure it goes under the hook, pull down like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it should look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So once you have 8, we are now going to single crochet. So if you don't know how to single crochet, make sure to watch out my other video, and it gives how to single crochet better and with lots of detail. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go in the next one. So this, then this, all the way there. But you are going to go in the next one instead of the one you're on right now. To be this one. Insert your hook. Should look like this. Gonna make sure the yarn goes under the hook. Gonna pull it through. Gonna wrap around, replace, pull through. And if you don't know how to single crochet, make sure to watch my other video and it'll help you learn how to single crochet. And once you learn how to single crochet, you'll be able to crochet a frog like this video. So now we're done one. Gonna go again. Insert the hook in the next one. It should be this one. Gonna pull it. Make sure it goes under the hook. Like that. Then wrap around. Replace. Gonna do the rotation. Gonna pull it all the way to. There we go. Gonna find the next one. Here. insert it, pull through, place, pull all the way through, and there. Insert, pull down, place all the way through, all the way through, all the way through. And last but not least, and done. So it should look like this so far. Now we are going to probably be doing until here. But yeah, so you're going to chain one. And we are going to be doing 7 more rows. So that was 1. So now we are going to be doing 7 more times. So you're going to twist the whole creation. So it should look like this now. You're going to flip it to make it look like this. And notice it will be different if you crochet with your left hand, because it will probably be the opposite of what I'm doing. So this is our second time doing it, and we will have to do 7 more times. So now it's going to be much more easier. So you'll see where you're going to insert your hook. So it will be here, after that then here, then here, then here, then there, there, and there. So we're going to go in here. Make sure you pull through both of them. So on each of the holes, you'll see 2 of them. You're going to go like that. Pull through, wrap around, place, and pull it through. Like that. So now you're going to go in the next one, right here. So this is the one you're on, but you're going to go in the next one. Insert your hook. Pull through, place, and pull all the way through. And insert your hook, pull through, replace, and all the way through. Insert, pull through, place, and pull all the way through. Insert, pull through, wrap around, pull all the way through. Insert, and notice you have to have both here. Pull through, wrap all the way through. And finally, insert, pull through, wrap around, pull all the way through. So now you have 2 done. Now you're going to do 6 more. I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to flip your creation. So it was like this. And now you're going to go like this. Now you're going to do the same thing as you did before. So insert your hook in, place, pull through. Insert your hook in, pull through, replace, pull all the way through. Insert your hook in, pull through, replace, all the way through. Insert your hook in, pull through, wrap around all the way through. Insert your hook in, pull through, wrap around all the way through. Insert, pull through, wrap around all the way through. And lastly, insert, replace, all the way through. So now we are done we are done 3 rows, and we have 5 more to do. So now you're going to chain 1, you're going to flip your creation again. You're going to do the same thing, insert the hook. Make sure that when you are inserting, you get both off you'll see the lines, which is yarn, and you have to have them both on the hook. Like as you see here, 1, 2. Gonna pull through, wrap around, pull through, insert. You see 2, pull through, all the way through. Insert, 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 pull through, all the way through. Finally, insert, pull through, replace, all the way through. And now you are done 4. Now we are going to do 4 more. Gonna chain 1, insert, pull through, all the way through. Insert, pull through, insert, and finally insert, pull through, all the way through. So now you're done 5. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll be doing 3 more, and meet me back when you're done 3 more rounds. And I am back. I finished my 3 more rows, and now I have 8 rows in total. Should look like a mini square or diamond. But yeah, this is what you should see when you're done. And if not, you can always replay the video and put it on slow-mo and retry as many times as you want. So you'll see it like this. So now what we are going to do is, by the way, this is the body of the frog. And what we are going to do is you are going to pick how long you want your frog. So this is the body of the frog. Mainly if you want like a frog that looks like a box, it would kind of be like this. The body would be kind of like this. And after I have the eyes here. Or if you want, you can make the frog a little longer, which I'm going to do. I'm probably going to add 2 more rows. And after I'm going to add the eyes. But if not, you can just skip this part. And you can skip to the part where I do the eyes. But for now, I'm just going to do 2 more rows. But honestly, it depends on what type of frog you're going for. If you want a longer frog, keep on adding rows until you're happy with the length of your frog or the height. But I am just going to add 2 more rows. So 1, and you're going to make sure to chain 1 after you've done a row. Go to the other side. And almost done. There you go. So this is probably how my frog's height's gonna be. And yeah. So now let's add the eye part. So you're gonna chain 1. You're gonna flip it again. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do 1 single crochet in the first one. And another single crochet in the second one. And another 1 single crochet in the next one. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to flip the creation over. And in that one, you should see it like this. Gonna insert the hook, chain 1, or single crochet. Insert, single crochet, insert, single crochet. And again, I'm going to chain 1, flip my creation over, and again, I'm going to chain 1, or single crochet, sorry. Single crochet in the next one. And last but not least, single crochet in the last one. So it should look like this. And this is where the frog eye is mainly going to be. And yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip stitch. So I kind of want to give it a squaring look, like a square look. So I am going to decrease in this one. So in the same hole you put your single crochet, gonna insert it, pull through and pull all the way through. That is a slip stitch. Now I'm gonna go in the other one right below it, insert, pull through and pull all the way through, like so. And finally I'm going to go in the very last one, pull through and pull all the way through. And there you have it. That is the eye. That is one eye. And now I'm going to go in the next one and single crochet. So go in the next single crochet and now do a slip stitch. So just pull through, insert your hook, grab, pull all the way through. And now you should do it twice. And you should have 3 more chains, 3 more single crochets more. So 1, 2, 3. That very one, you're going to single crochet 1, then you're going to single crochet 1 in the other one, and then the next one, single crochet. Now you're going to chain 1, flip your creation, you're going to chain 1 or a single crochet, and then single crochet, and lastly single crochet. Should look like this. Now chain 1, flip your creation, single crochet, single crochet, and single crochet. And it should look like this at the very end. So now this is the body. These are the eyes, where the eyes are going to be. And maybe this is going to be the smile, if you want to add the smile or not. And we are going to add the hands like that and the legs like that. So yeah, so now what we're going to do is we are going to do 2 more of these. I mean, 1 more, kind of. So you're going to repeat this 1 more time. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull it. Make sure you leave a fair bit amount. I'm just going to leave like that. Pull it all the way through. Like that. And yeah. So make sure you have it like this. You pull it off. So you should have quite a bit of yarn to sew at the very end. But I want you guys to make another one of these. If you want, you can replay that section again. And yeah, so make another one exactly how many rows you want it to do. And make sure the eyes are the exact same. Okay, I'll see you when I am done the other one of the body. Okay, crocheters, I am done both of the sides of the frog body. So I'm going to now just pull it and cut it, and also leave it a little longer. Pull all the way through. So now we are going to add the eyes. So instead of using safety eyes, I'm going to just sew in the eyes because this is for a front. So I feel like it would be easier. So I'm just going to do it on this one. So you're going to, you can do the eyes however you want. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to insert it here. Then I'm going to insert it again here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert it up here. It should look like this. I'm going to get the front of the black yarn. I'm going to do this. And it should look like that. I'm going to put it, make sure it goes over the yarn. Instead of putting it back in, just undo your progress. So you're going to do it over. Go like this. And it should look like this. So if you don't know how to do it again, you can replay it. And I'm just gonna cut this part. It's just to save yarn. Just gonna cut it like here. And after, I'm just gonna use the excess part that I didn't end up using. So what I'm just gonna do, I'm just gonna get the part of yarn. I'm gonna tie it like a shoelace, but without the bow part. Make sure you don't pull it too tight because you want to still be able to see it. Just pull it tight enough. Then I'm going to do another knot again. You can pull this tighter. Then another one just in case. This one you can pull really tight. So make sure it doesn't get loose. There you go. So it should look like this. Now I'm going to do the other side of the eye. So now what we're going to do is we are going to insert the sewing needle here. Right here. You're going to insert it. And you're going to, sorry about that. So now you're going to add the sewing needle in here. So we're basically doing the same thing but on the other side. Then you're going to insert the sewing needle on, and now you're going to insert it here, and you're just going to get the black yarn, pull it through, and after that you're going to sew it again, put it back where you got it, over it, and you're going to pull it tight. Now you're just going to cut off the other side off the yarn, the black yarn, or it's already cut, but you can cut it shorter if you want, like this. So I'm just going to cut here, here. So now I'm just going to tie this part together. So the first time I'm just going to make it a little loose, like this. And after the second time I'll tighten it more tighter, like so. Then I'm going to tie it again. I'm going to tie it one more time. And like that. So I'm just gonna cut the two, like the yarn a little bit shorter so it's easier when I am sewing. And like that. Should look like this. So now we're going to add the mouth. And you can do the mouth however you want. You can even do like a smile. You don't even have to add a mouth. So if you don't want to add a mouth, you can just skip this part and skip to the part where I do the hands and feet. But what my friend suggested is they wanted just a straight line. So I'm going to do that. Just going to insert the hook right here. So I'm just going to insert the hook right here. Alright, the sewing needle right here. Then I'm going to, so I inserted it kind of under here. So I'm just going to do it there. So it'll be kind of equal. Pull it like that. Just going to make it a little loose. And finally, I'm going to cut this side off the black yarn. And I am going to do another knot. So I'm going to make sure that you don't want to tighten it a lot because you also want to give it the shape. So I would say this should be good. Yeah. So now I'm going to tighten it tighter, but not as tight still. You want to make sure that the shape of what you did doesn't change. Something like that. Now I'm going to tighten it all the way. Let's just pull it as hard as you can. I'll do it one more time just in case. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it. There you go. So the mouth should look like this. I'm just gonna grab my yarn needle to make it a little looser. And it should look like this. So now what we are going to do is, so first the body would look like something like this. We'll add some stuffing in the middle if you want. And we're going to make the arms, then the legs. The legs and the arms will kind of look the same. So now let's do the hands and legs. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to chain 11. I'm going to do, let's move this over to the side. I'm going to do a slip knot. Let's make it a little loose. We are going to chain 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it should look like this. Then we are going to slip stitch and then we'll chain after, or slip stitch and then single crochet. So we're going to go in the next hole, so here, gonna slip stitch 2, so 1, the next one, 2, and then you are going to chain 2, so 1, 2, Then you're going to slip stitch 2. So in the next one, you're going to slip stitch like that. And after, you're going to slip stitch the second one into the circle you've made. You should see a circle like that. Then you're going to chain 2 again. So 1 and 2. You're going to slip stitch in this one. 1. And then slip stitch in the circle. And 2. So it should look like this. Now we're going to end this off with slip stitch all the way to the end. So go to the next one and slip stitch. Insert your hook in the next hole, pull through all the way through. So it will be here, then here, then here, and here, and here, all the way down. It's like this, and pull through, insert, pull all the way through, insert, pull all the way through, insert, pull all the way through, and finally insert, pull all the way through. So there is one hand or leg. You're going to pull quite a few, not that much yarn, but you do want some. So now what you're going to do is you're going to make 3 more of these, and meet me back when you have 3 more off the hands and feet. But you will only need to do 3 more because 2 of them will be the hands and 2 of them will be the feet. Okay, crocheters, so I'm just going to cut this off. And I have 4. So now 2 of these will be the hands and 2 of these will be the legs. And basically we are done, but all we just have to do is sew everything together. So first what I'm going to do is for each of the 4 legs, I'm just going to like tie them together. So I'm going to go like this. Not like this. Pull like that. Twice. Like this. Like that and pull in. So I'm going to do twice for each of the legs and arms. So 1, 2, and this makes it easier for sewing. And you'll see why in a second. So 1 and 2. And last but not least, 1 and 2. There you go. So we have finished or tied them together. So now what we are going to do is I'm just going to attach them to the body first. So what we're going to do is we're going to first do the body. Or, yeah, I feel like the body might be easier. So what we're going to do is we probably don't need stuffing because the yarn itself acts as the stuffing. But what we are going to do is I'm just going to get this. So I'm just going to get the small ends. So it should like the yarn pieces for the body in the corner. I'm just going to bring it over to the other side like this. So it should look like this. All the messy yarn. So I'm going to do the same for the other side, or for the other body. So I'm going to bring it inside, and like that. So I'm going to be sewing it like that. So I'm going to be getting the yarn for this. I'm going to be putting it into my yarn needle. And I am going to start off the exact same place where you see it. So here would go here, like that. And also, if you don't have a yarn needle, you can use your hook. You can just like insert your hook, like here. Just grab it, grab like the yarn, and just pull through the yarn. And it'll also work. But for now, I'm just going to be using the yarn needle. Okay, so I'm going to be going over, and what that means is kind of like you'll be able to see what I'm sewing. So kind of create like this. So I'll just show you. So what you're going to be doing is just going over the whole thing with yarn to kind of cover it and make it look into one piece. So something like this. And don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect. As long as you did sew it together, should be fine. Should kind of look like this. And yeah, so make sure you do that for the whole body, all the way until here. If you ran out of yarn, you can use the others, like this one, which is for the other body. So if you did run out of yarn, like for example, you're like at the last strand, and you still need to sew quite a bit, you can always use that part of yarn. So yeah, I'll see you once I am done sewing the whole body until here. Just a reminder that when you are sewing, for example, I'm here, and notice that sometimes the yarn can be like this, so make sure to tuck it in. And when you are done, make sure that besides this, no other yarn strand should be out. Yeah, so continue your sewing process. So when you get to this part, so like the part where you meet the other frog's eye, you can just go around it. So for example, just like kind of like, because like you also want that. And after, just gonna go over. Yeah. So now continue it until you are all the way done until here. Okay guys, so I am kind of running out of yarn to sew. So this is how much I have left. So this is what I meant by using a hook. So, but I have one more, but you can just insert your hook like this. Get the yarn and pull through. And after this, pull all the way. That's kind of like sewing. Just gonna do another part here. So I'm gonna sew again back to this where I first sewed. And this should be my last one. And there you go. So that is my last thing to sew. I'm just gonna pull that. And it should all look like this. So I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna try to attempt. No, I don't think I can tie it. But what we are gonna do is you're gonna get the other remaining piece, which you should probably have. You're going to put in the sewing needle or yarn needle, and just gonna go over this to make sure this corner is okay. And then what I'm gonna do is just insert it. You want to go in between the piece, so you shouldn't see the needle anywhere, but I'm just gonna make it appear right here, like that. Just gonna make it a little bit looser by pulling it. And after you're gonna just tie it like a regular knot, how we did before. And if it's too small, like this side, like the yarn that you use to sew, you don't have to tie it. But since I do have, like barely, but since I do have some yarn, I'm just gonna tie it. And I'm just gonna pull it. There you go. Make sure you don't pull it too tight. But the first time should be loose, and then the second time should be tighter. I don't know if I can tie one more, but let me try. It's really small. And there we go. That's an attempt. Yeah, so whenever you do it, make sure that you left quite a few, like, centimeters of yarn. But now we are going to just put this inside the project so you won't see it. So I'm just gonna cut it shorter because I wouldn't be needing this much. But I'm gonna be getting this first. I'm just going to sorry. I'm gonna put this in here. So it should be in the middle of your creation. I'm just gonna make it like appear here, maybe. Just pull the yarn needle that. Just like pull it. Yeah. So it should be like that. You can even go to the corner, so insert your yarn needle and just pull it at the corner. Just to make like the shape. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get scissors. I'm gonna cut it. Now pull it. And you should sew your other, like the other yarn, like part. Mine already went inside with the other one. Just gonna make sure it went inside. So yeah, it should be like that. So now what we are going to do is sew the hands and the feet. I'm just gonna adjust them out again. Okay, so now I'm going to add the hands. So we can do this at the same time. So use the, I'm just gonna go like this and put both of the yarns in the yarn needle. I'm gonna try to attempt to do it. No, I don't think that'll work. Okay. So what you're gonna do is just get both of the yarn, you'll see. Make sure, like, put them into like a ball. Try to fit it in. If not, you can just sew them individually. And yeah, okay. So now we're going to be find the area of where you want to put it. So I'm gonna put it here. So like, kind of where the mouth is. Yeah, kind of where the mouth is. It's gonna get up here, just to kind of see where I want it to be. I want to kind of like pull the yarn. There you go. So I'm just gonna kind of just like see how it's gonna look. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that seems pretty cute. So I'm gonna keep it like this. So I'm just gonna tie it. This time I'm gonna tie it really tight. Like even in the first go. Just tie it as tight as you can. I have to make it a little loose. Then just keep on tying. It's probably do 2 more times. And 1 more. It's like even when you pull it, you want to make sure it doesn't come out. Maybe 1 more time just in case. There you go. So now I'm just gonna sew the parts inside so you won't see it. Oops. I keep on splitting my yarn. There. Just gonna maybe just put it all the way there to the corner. Like here. There you go. And then I'm gonna do the other one. And I'm just gonna put it like to the corner. There you go. So I'm just gonna pull it. You can kind of, yarn got split a little bit. There. We can cover it with the other hand, but yeah, okay. So now I'm just gonna grab my scissors. Just gonna cut them. Kind of looks like it has some mustache, like a beard. But now we're gonna do the other hand. So we're gonna do it basically the same thing, but on the other side. So meet me when you are done the other side of the hand, and I'll meet you back to do the legs. Okay, crocheters, so I am done the other hand. I'm just gonna make it a little loose, pulling it out. But I'm done the 2 hands. Looks so cute. And I'm just gonna make the mouth a little loose. There you go. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 2 more legs. Or I'm gonna now finish off with the 2 legs. So like that. Yeah, and then we're basically done. So I'll just show you how to do 1 leg, and after I'll meet you again after we're done this leg while you guys do the other leg. But I'm just going to show you how to do the leg. It's kind of the same thing on how to do the hand, but instead it's just in a different area. So it'd be here. just gonna insert it like right here. It's gonna be inside both of the bodies. I'm just gonna make it appear here. I kind of covered the beard I kind of made with it. I'm gonna pull this. There you go. There you go. So now I'm just gonna tie this. One. Make it a little loose just in case. 2 and 3. There you go. And now I'm just gonna sew this. Just gonna sew this near the arm, like here. And I'm gonna get the other one. Oh, sorry. Keep on splitting the yarn. And there we go. So now I'm just gonna sew this, like maybe here, up here, near the eye. There. I'm just gonna make this a little loose, just pulling it. There you go. So now I'm just gonna cut this. There you go. So now I'm gonna do the other leg and I'll meet you back. Okay guys, so I am back with the final product. So this is my final frog. It's really cute. And yeah, so that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned how to crochet a frog. And you can do this in multiple colors, and I chose to do it in yellow, and you can do it obviously in green. And I have an Instagram account, so make sure to follow it, and I'll show it on the screen right now. So make sure to subscribe to join the journey, and it really helps out my channel, and hit that like button. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell to get notified whenever I post a video. Okay, bye, see you next time.